And we are live, baby. Let me set this up here at the Get Down. Again, if you're new joining us, this is my live hip hop for beginners. All right, so we're gonna go over some fundamental stuff, some easy drills. I don't want to say too easy, but drills that are simple and easy enough for everybody to get started. So bear with me for a second, and let me set this up. I will have my laptop ready, so if you're just joining in, live chat is ready. You can ask me questions. So hang on tight if you're with me right now. Let me get my YouTube set ready. Drop it in the chat right now and let me know who you are. All right, I'm gonna say, what's up, y'all? All right, cool. Let me get the door closed. Here we go, fundamental hip hop. We're gonna warm up with some bounce, like we did last time. We did some skate and bounce. I'm gonna work on some bounce today, and we're gonna carry forward some of the stuff that we can all do at either weddings, parties, definitely clubs. All right. Okay, let's start with the music. Here we go. Here we go. Who's here? This is kind of fast. So a lot of times when we hear something big, something real fast, you see a lot of people come in and do something really, really quick. Nah. Find the beat first. You see what I'm doing right here? I'm just pretending I'm hitting the drum. First thing you gotta do is figure out the rhythm, okay? It's not moves, it's rhythm. There's so many things going on with this beat right now, but I'm choosing just the. Then I got the. I'm just bending my knees right here. Okay? Upper body's not really doing much. Just the knee right there. Okay? That's it. Just bounce. Just bounce right there. Then, with the legs apart, I'm shifting my weight. So instead of keeping my weight right in the center, there's the right, left. Knowing to shift your weight. That alone, it looks good than just standing around and just trying to do some really, fast stuff. It's not about being fast. It's about being with the music. Okay? So when you're at a club, anytime the tempo change, you gotta follow it. You can't just be like fast with the previous song. Right now you can hear. Right? Boom, boom. It's a lot slower than the previous one. Using the same move. This is your start, right? Next one is just shifting side to side. That's all it is. See, now I'm doubling. What I call doubling means I do the same 2 times to the right side, then the left side. That's my double. Okay? Going back to single. So this is where you can vary it. Okay? Change it up. Single, single, then double. Single, single, double. Okay? If that's too much for you to think about, just stay here. Stay with the shift. Or make it easier, go back to just the bounce right there. Okay? Again, going through the cycle. First thing, just stay here. If this is comfortable for you and you don't have to think about it, then we got the side to side. Side to side. Okay? Now I'm going double. And then go back to single again. And then double. Then we could do what's called paradiddle, which is you switch switch from the singles to the double. This is faster. Boom, boom. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Back to the regular, just right place. Now, keeping my legs close, apart. Close, apart. See how I'm just jumping out, jumping in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So you can vary that. I'm staying in. Stay out, shift to side. Every little, right? Boom, 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 boom. Legs here, legs in. Okay? I know. Let me slow it down right now. Okay. So we got quite a few people joining in. Again, if I don't know who you are, drop it in the chat real quick. Let me know who you are. I'm gonna give you a quick shout out. I know we got some people. We used to have people from different parts of the world. My name is Seach. Welcome to my channel. What I do is I teach dance, mainly to help beginners. All right, and also dance instructors as well. There's a lot of people out there who are dance instructors, and it's a good idea to share knowledge. Okay. I'm sharing my knowledge online for you guys, creating a community. The goal is for all dance instructors to get better, to become better teachers, become better dancers yourselves. And also, if you're a new dancer, we want to try to make this community more effective for you, because there's so many instructors out there that are teaching how they were taught. And a lot of the old method is good enough for some people to get started. However, it's not the most effective way. Okay, I have to say it's not the most effective way. And again, I'm not saying mine's the most effective, but I try to learn what is and try to develop it and share it with you guys. All right. So again, most of it is if you're just learning online and if you're just watching, you know that the huge part of it that's missing is the feedback, right? You gotta have feedback. If you don't have feedback, how do you know if you're doing it right or wrong? You definitely gotta have feedback, all right? I got somebody that says, IC. Yo, what's up, IC? What's up? Shout out to IC in England. Thanks for dropping in. Again, any questions, feel to drop it in, all right? This is, again, for anybody that's here with me right now. I'm gonna try to make this a weekly thing. Okay, if I can help you, cool. If you guys in the community can help me how to become a better instructor, or we help each other become a better instructor, all right? So if you missed it earlier, I was talking about beginning stuff. When I say beginning, I don't want people to think like, you have to be a beginner to learn the stuff, or if you're an advanced dancer, you don't need to know the stuff. Beginning means foundational stuff. Okay, everybody's got to know this. You got to know solid stuff, meaning you got to know your base. You got to know your balance. You got to know how to shift your weight side to side. You got to control that. And obviously rhythm. Rhythm's got to be built. Okay, rhythm is not something like math. Okay, if you know how to add 1 + 1 = 2, that's it, right? Addition, you still got to practice. You still got to know how to add huge numbers. You got to know how to add a negative number, which is subtract, right? You got to know how to add multiples, which is multiply. So all of that stuff is like rhythm. Rhythm is basically math. Rhythm is not one little part of dance. Rhythm is a huge part. You got to have rhythm in your knees, in your ankles, elbow, every part of your body. You got to be able to train it, okay? Then you could be able to dance. To me, that's what dance is, all right? Rhythm, dance is not learning 1 move or 2 moves, because when I first started, just like everybody who first saw Michael Jackson when he did what he called the moonwalk, all of you guys should know right now that's not the moonwalk. That's what he called the moonwalk, that's what was popularized, but you know that's called the backslide, right? So those that know, hey, we got Kalak. Kalak 1. What's up, baby? All right. You must be a locker, man, because you got a name with Kalak. You got to be a locker right there. So anyways, shout out to Kalak. Shout out to all the poppers, all the funk stylers out there. But going back to what I'm talking about, what was I saying? Oh, I was inspired by Michael Jackson. So first thing is, I got to learn the backslide, right? I got to learn the backslide, the moonwalk. Back then, I didn't know the real terminology for it. But if anybody did any research, you guys know, shout it out. Where did that come from? Where did the backslide come from, guys? Some of you guys gotta know, man, where did it come from, right? It did come from Michael Jackson. He was taught by who? Who knows out there? I asked Papa Pete about this. I said, hey, who taught Michael Jackson how to do his backslide? And originally, I thought it was Taco, because Taco popping Taco. The Bubba guy. The Bubba guy. I don't know who the Bubba guy is. Did you mean Taco? I'm not sure. Is that John? Anyways, so Pete corrected me. He said it wasn't Taco. And from Pete, again, Pete is not the ultimate know-all, right? He'll tell you, but this is from him. What he knows is he believes Casper. There's another guy, Casper, taught Michael. I know I seen some YouTube clips of I think Jeffrey Daniel. Another one of Michael Jackson's instructor claims that he taught him. Maybe he did. I mean, maybe Michael Jackson learned from a lot of people. But the idea is, I did my research, and the idea is they taught him. But however, that backslide didn't originate with them either, right? It originated with who? From what I've seen, I seen tappers. Tappers were doing these, they were sliding, they were tapping and sliding. So these tappers were doing incredible stuff, the backslides way back then. So anyways, I want to give credit to where these things came from. But the idea is this, I know I'm running back and forth, but when I saw Michael Jackson do that, it was like mind-blowing, right? It was just like him, walking, normally when people walk, it's walking forward, but he's walking forward and he's gliding back like a escalator. So that was amazing to me. So when I first wanted to learn, I just want to learn that. When I was trying to learn that, it wasn't about rhythm, it was just about the move, okay? So going back to what I'm talking about, learn rhythm, because once you learn rhythm, then you can learn to dance. If you learn a move, what are you gonna do when you go to a club? You're gonna just move on or backslide all day, right? It don't make no sense. So learn the trick, the backslide, the moonwalk that Boogaloo Sam did. They're all nice illusions, okay? But learning rhythm is gonna get you far, all right? So let's go back to some more dancing. We're talking about the bounce, okay? Now, what I want to show you about the bounce is not just the knee, because lots of times I tell people, think about the drum in front of the knee and you're hitting the beat. Boom, 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 all right? So I want to show you two different ways to do it. You can do it with your back stiff, which means when you do this, you kind of lean back, okay? Boom, boom, boom. That looks cool too. Or you can have your back straight and you're going straight down. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying learn both of them. Learn all of them. Okay? So if you have this, sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? That looks cool. Here, or you can go here, boom, boom. Now when I go side to side, there's that lean right here. Notice how I'm more to my right side and more to my left side versus this way, You guys see the difference? So we're getting into more of the minute details, because the minute detail is what's going to make you look more natural dancing versus somebody who's thinking about 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. It looks way too stiff. Natural, when you get the minute details of what makes a person look good with their balance versus here. So if I'm going here, you see what that looks like? My spine and my neck are straight up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all right? Single, single, double. Even though I'm doing paradiddle, some of you might say, hey, that looks good enough. That's cool, that's cool. But some of you who wants to be like, nah, I want to make it better. If you want to make it better, there's also, you see how the rotation of the chest. There's here, here. So 2 variations, right? First variation, very stiff right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second variation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one do you prefer? Maybe you prefer the first one, maybe you prefer the second one. But if you prefer the second one, the difference is not only am I doing my legs, but I'm also adding, the body's also dancing, right? So from my hip to my chest, it's not dancing, or it is dancing. It should be dancing. It's here, here. It's also doing single, single, double. So when I put it all together, now you see the whole picture, right? So putting it all together. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions out there? Shahab Khan. What's up, man? Shohab. Sohab. Damn, I wish I could hear you guys say your name correctly, then I could really give a shout out to you guys. Hey, also let me know exactly where you guys are from, what country, what city, whatnot. Hopefully one of these days, you know, I would love to be able to travel and meet up with you guys and just get down, you know, just get down in the city that you're in, or if you guys do happen to come to San Jose, California, this is my studio, this is my home here at the Get Down. Drop in, always drop in, say what's up, because this is a community, this is something that we're here trying to build, even though we're in the midst of quarantine and all that stuff, all right? So, oh, Shohab, yeah, wait, Trey, man, I know you, man. Sohei, that's it, man. What's up, brother? Definitely, yeah, definitely come after COVID, I see, from England. All right, so, one more thing I want to show you guys today is the neck, okay? This is probably, to me at least, harder to learn, okay? Or harder to perfect. When I study great dancers, right? It's not about learning what the arms are doing, all the, what, you know, all these big movements. I want to know how to make small movement look good. And the key right here is the neck, all right? So, if you're sitting at home, if you're laying down in bed, or sitting in the toilet, wherever you are, it's all good. But you can still train the neck, okay? So first thing, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on a second, let me play some music. Music time. Whether it's fast or slow, it don't matter. Why stress the neck? That's it, look. Okay? Now, if you're popping with it, ooh, check this out. That's popping the neck. That's a little bit more advanced for this class. However, I want to show you what you can do with the neck, okay? So as far as this class right now, what I want you to do is just bring the neck down, down, on the beat. 1 and down, up, down, up. That's it. Just that. So you could be sitting down, you could be driving, okay? Start slow. A lot of times, all right, so oftentimes, you know, people want to go fast, like, ooh, there's a beat, trying to go fast. You'll eventually get there, guys. Eventually you'll get there, but don't rush it. Let your muscle build the memory, okay? Your muscle's got to be able to build the memory for it to retain. All right, let me see, we got some. Can you shift your head horizontal level? All right, dude, I got a Chinese name. I'm originally from Taiwan, and I used to be able to read Mandarin, but I haven't practiced it, so I'm very sorry I can't read it. But it's like Shang something. But anyways, what's up, brother from China? I don't know. Are you from China or Taiwan? Let me know in the comments below. But your question is, can you shift your head horizontal level? I think you're asking this. Are you asking this? Okay. If you're asking that. Yes, I can do it, but it took a long time when I first started learning. You know, the first time I remember that it was, I think like an Indian channel or Indian movie where they do something like this, or Dawson, right? If you guys ever play Street Fighter, Dawson, when he wins, right? He does one of these things. To me, that was really, really cool. So maybe hit me up on the next one. I wanna tackle that move as well. I know that move is difficult for most people, but the first thing I want you guys to be able to do is control this, okay? Most people can. I'm not gonna say 100% of people can, but if all of you guys can, that'd be amazing. But I wanna say most people, meaning more than 50% of the viewers or 50% of the students that I taught are able to at least do this. So here's a side view, okay? So here, when you start, you gotta make sure your head is back. Because if you start right here already, there's no way you're going to extend your neck, right? Unless you're plastic man or something like that. So you want to bring the neck back right here, okay? So what I do is I bring my chin, tuck the chin in more than usual. Because usually I don't stand like this, right? But for this exercise, start here, and after you relax, extend it forward like a long giraffe, if you will, okay? But the key is what? Do it on the beat. 7, 8, 1, and. On the end, you gotta bring it back on the end. If you don't bring it back on the end, you can't go forward, right? If you just go right here and then you try to go forward, you're just gonna be looking like your head is stuck or something, right? So you wanna go 1 and. Bring it back on the end as quickly as you can, all right? I see. What drill do you recommend if you wanna practice control? Great question, I see. Drills to control the neck. You gotta be patient with it, okay? Number one thing I always say to everybody, film yourself. If you don't film yourself, you don't know what you did. Oftentimes, you either look at the mirror or in your mind, you think you're doing something, but the reality is different than what you think. So what's reality? Reality is what you film, okay? Everybody should have a phone right now, whether it's iPhone, Android phone, it don't matter. Set it on a tripod just like I did right now and just do it. You don't have to post it. If you want to post it, and this is an invitation to anybody here. If you want to post it, if you want to send it to me and say, hey, can you give me a critique? I will give you a free critique for people that are here. If you subscribe, I will do it for you for free. This is not forever. I won't do it forever, but this is just, what I'll do for my community, all right? If I see something that I can give you tips, because the idea is if you're my student here in person, I see you, I can quickly give you a tip of what I see you're doing, okay? Going back to IC, what you're saying is some of the drills. This is the drill I want you to do, just here. Control, 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. And what IC was asking, the control. What's control? This is control. This is not control. You guys see that? No control means when I control, it's isolating. I'm only doing my neck. My body's not moving. I'm not doing this. I'm trying to isolate. See my chest, my shoulder, nothing else is moving, only the neck. 1 and 2 and. So poppers to me are some of the greatest isolationists in the world because we always just the neck. So the idea today is focus on just the neck, because later on you got to be able to control the neck, chest, hip, knee, every part of your body. But right now, for beginners, this is too much, right? Too much to think about. If I say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to juggle and I give you 10 balls at the same time, there's no way you're going to do it. You got to start with 1 ball, then 2 balls. Does that make sense? All right, I got a quick comment right here. I'm learning popping right now. All right. Do you think it's right to shift? Is it right to lift you lift your shoe. I think you said lift your shoulder. I think you mean, is it right to lift your shoulder, which could help you move your head forward and back. The right left is so hard to get clean. I think what you're asking is, are you trying to do one of these, and then are you asking, is it okay to do this? If that's what you're asking, the answer is, I think it's okay. You gotta know the step to get there, right? So eventually, if you want to get here, you see how like the shoulder isn't moving, but is it okay to start with your shoulder moving? Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's okay to get it going. But if you know the ultimate goal is to not move the shoulder and get the side going, then yeah, you gotta break it down into steps, okay? So if you were my private students today, I would say, yeah, start this so I can see that. And obviously when you do this, watch, if you do this, look what I got. I got this moving, okay? So first thing I gotta do is tell you not to do this, okay? So then if you're doing this, this is okay. But then if you watch my head, look, I'm doing this versus this, yeah? There's so many fine details right there. Man, I don't even know what to call you, bro. Let me know if you have an English name so I can call you, because, sorry, man, my Mandarin, my Chinese reading is not that good. But again, for those that want to work on the side, you gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch this. We're not trying to do this. We're just trying to do this. And at first, it might be just small. And then you try to go big. And obviously, you see, when I go big, I have some side movements as well, okay? So then I go big, and I tone it down just a little bit to a point where I try not to move my shoulders, okay? Does that make sense? Everybody's got to fine-tune their own little thing, man. Everybody's a little bit different. For me, my height and my body, it's either going to be harder or easier than you, depending on your body type, okay? Funky Monkey, I love that name. That's dope, man, that's dope. Let me know where you're from. If you're from China, if you're from Taiwan, all my Asian brothers out there, love you guys. There's so many great Asian poppers, especially I remember when Skeet and Pete, when they first was Japan. Japan was dominating back, I want to say, early 90s, even late 80s. That's when Skeet and Pete was going over there. So a lot of the Japanese dancers were dominating. But then I see like China, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Korea, all the countries, they're able to finally get to the source, which is them, right? When they flew them over there, I see so many great dancers coming out of Asia. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud that this community is growing. All right. Okay, from China, studying in Germany. Ooh, that's dope. A lot of great German dancers as well. Korea is sick and popping right now. Han, Pom, and Jay. Of course, I definitely agree. Those guys are incredible. Those guys are sick. All right. So I'm glad I got poppers here. If you're not a popper, hopefully don't be intimidated, because I know when I first started, trying to get into the popping scene or the dance scene, popping was so intimidating to me. The reason why it's so intimidating is because it looks so cool, but then it's so mysterious. Does that make sense? Comment, let me know if you agree or disagree, because to me, when I look at poppers, I almost think of like magicians, if you will, right? Poppers, and I kind of put wavers in that category as well, because the stuff that, we do with our body, making it very liquidy, right? The wave, and also, being able to do the hard stop, making it look like robots and stuff like that. To me, it's magical, and that's why I kind of consider poppers like magicians, if you will, okay? And then obviously the breakers, very acrobatic. I'm not as acrobatic as I would like to be, but I also did some pop or some b-boying as well in my younger days. But now, no, not even close. So I don't even consider myself a b-boy. I got a lot of friends who are, and they could do a much better job teaching b-boy than myself. Okay. That's right, animation, exactly. Creating this illusion. So, but again, this channel right now, as far as my time right now, this is Saturday, all right? So Saturday, I like to dedicate this time to beginners, because to me, there's way more beginners out there that are kind of just trying, right? Dabbling with this art, either learning, just learning simple moves, okay? Eventually, for those that want to get into popping, that's awesome. Because that's, to me, that's my love. When I first saw this guy, I got a few more minutes, but I want to share this story. When I was in the 6th grade. Okay, I was in the 6th grade, and before, this is in America. So if you're in America, you know what I'm talking about. Or even in other countries, I think before you go to your class, you kind of have to stand outside, right? You stand in line. I'm going to stand up for a second. You have to stand in line. I remember standing in line behind one of my friends, and one of my friends, this black guy, he was a breaker, okay? And in the other line, there was another guy. He was a popper. He wasn't really a popper, but I thought he was a popper because that's what I called him. And he told my friend Cliff, he said, "Hey, check this out." And this is all he did. He went like this. He went boom, boom, boom. He did 3 sections. Today I call it sectioning. It's not even really, he was trying to wave, but he sectioned it off, and he used his hand. He went boom, boom, boom. And he just did that. And for me, as a 6th grader, the first time I saw that, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. Because this was before I saw any movie. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And the culture back then was, nobody taught it, right? And here's another 6th grader. Of course, he didn't know how to teach it. He just knew how to do it, and he was able to do it, and he kind of showed it off. And it made such an impression on me ever since then. I just loved it. I was like, dude, I gotta learn how to do that. But I really didn't learn how to do that until much, much later. Even throughout high school, I learned how to do simple party dances, right? The first real party dance I learned was the Running Man. This is the Running Man, okay? And it was so fun, learning how to do the Running Man. Today, a lot of people, for those out there that calls it, shuffle or Melbourne shuffle, you could call it whatever you want, but it's the move that really counts. And to me, when I first learned it, it was the Running Man, all right? So that was the first move that I learned, but then throughout, I learned some other basic move. And I think the purpose of today's channel is to get everybody to understand, learn to dance. What does that mean? You probably hear that a lot, right? A lot of people say, hey, learn to dance before you learn to do this trick or learn to do that trick. What exactly does that mean, okay? Anybody out there? I want to ask you guys, what does that mean to you? Okay, I'm not saying there's a right answer or a wrong answer, but when you're a beginner and a great instructor, I don't want to say great instructor, any instructor, okay, any instructor that tells you, hey, you got to learn to dance before you learn that. Well, to me, it's kind of counterintuitive, because I'm thinking, like, if I was a beginner and somebody tells me that, I would think, well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn to dance, and I'm trying to learn this move. And in my mind, I'm thinking I got to learn a bunch of moves in order to call myself a dancer. Okay, would you agree? Adi, I love C. Adi, if you're talking about me, I love you back. Thank you. Dance is to feel the music. You want to move and hear. I absolutely agree. You got to feel the music. And what does that mean? To break it down, all right? I want to be really, really specific, because the reason why I say that is because imagine you're a beginner. You don't know how to dance, right? If you don't know any concept of dancing, you just know I want to move like this person. I want to move like Michael Jackson. I want to move like, Pop P. I want to move like anybody that you see on TV or anywhere that looks great. And you go to a classroom, you go to a studio, and they say, hey, you got to feel the music. what the hell? What the heck does that mean, right? Feel the music. This is what it means. You got to understand the makeup of the music. What makes it, what's music? It's the rhythm. We always say follow the rhythm, feel the rhythm, right? Feel the rhythm, follow the rhythm. What is it? Feel the rhythm, follow the rhythm. Just means you got to know the tempo. Put it simply, be the drummer of the song, okay? Know how to match. First thing you got to do is you got to be able to clap on beat, okay? Clap on beat. If you listen to any beat, any music, you got to be able to do that first. If you cannot clap on beat, this is where, if I was an instructor, I tell you, hey, if I'm trying to teach you how to either popping or, or bounce or do all this stuff, if you don't know how to clap on beat, that's what you gotta first train yourself to do. You gotta train yourself to listen to the music, okay? So if you agree with me, let me know. If you don't think so, let me know as well, because if there's a better way to teach, I wanna share with everybody. First thing is, if you cannot clap on beat, forget about the rest. Learn how to clap on beat, okay? Feel, not thinking. Yes, feeling is not thinking. However, I want to touch more upon that as well, because the reason why I want to touch more upon that is because a lot of people don't really understand what that means, right? To feel the music. What does that mean? It's, you gotta be able to follow the rhythm. The boom, 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 boom. Either I'm using numbers or I'm using sound effects, or either you're using your feet or using the drum. You gotta be able to do it along with that music. Or another person, if somebody else is going like this, you gotta do it with them. Because if they're going like this and you're going, and you're just randomly doing stuff, that is not dancing, that's not feeling the beat. Hopefully that makes sense, all right? And I think most of you guys here understand what I'm talking about. But being that this is recorded, if anybody's watching this in the future, hopefully you know what I mean, or hopefully you know what your teacher means when they say feel the beat, know the rhythm. Because once you know that, then the rest is easy, right? The easy part is know how to do the moves on the rhythm. Make sense? Okay? All right, guys. Hey, thank you guys for being a part of me, but I want to end it with this. Let's go back to the neck. Okay, so our neck exercise, oh my goodness, my knee, man, I'm getting old, guys. But dancing and everything keeps me young, okay? So here we go. We have here, just bobbing the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want to do is I want to talk about right after you hit the beat. Imagine my hand, okay? Imagine my hand is the drum, and the drum's right here. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. Right when I make this impact, it's the beat. Boom, boom, boom. But I want you to notice how quickly I contract my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a boxer, a jab, right? Boom. I quickly retract. Same thing. You gotta imagine that with your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to retract quick. The problem with most beginners is they go like this. 1, 2, 3. So if you're going 1 and you slowly come back, and then right when the beat happens again, then this is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your head is already out because it's not contracted. You try to do the next one, then it looks like you're struggling. Okay? To stop yourself from struggling, you gotta use the back muscle to bring the neck back. Just as if you go like this. So it's like if I'm punching, think about a person fighting, right? If I'm jabbing, boom, boom. I gotta come back to the next one. If I go like this, 1, and I'm trying to punch, and I'm trying to punch again, if my hand doesn't come back, it's the same idea. You gotta get your neck back. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Hopefully that helps. If that helps, let me know. Do a like, man, drop a like, guys. Help me with this channel, because my goal is this, guys. I want this channel to really help everybody that really need it, right? There's so many great dancers out there, so many great YouTubes out there, performances, but they're great performances. They're not really breaking down the fine details of how to get this down, all right? My goal is to reach those that want to get it, that are searching for these fine details, but they can't get it. So if you guys want to help out with the channel, definitely let me know. And if I suck at explaining, let me know. Give me a dislike, say, yo, Laseet, you suck at explaining, because if I could do a better job, I'm going to try to. And if you want to help me out, let me know how to explain it better. Drop it in the comments, all right? So anyways, that's what I see most, okay? Most instructors out there, they teach you, they do the move, boom, boom. They do all this crazy move, really cool, but then the student asks them, hey, how do you do it like that? And this is what most of them say. You just gotta feel it, man. Yeah, really? No. The thing is, you gotta bring your neck back in time. That's the key. That's the key that I want to learn. If I didn't know how to do this move, if I'm doing like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm doing this, and if I see you, my answer to you would not be, you just gotta feel it. My answer to you is, you need to bring your neck back so you can do the next one. Does that make sense? I'm trying to give you guys real tips on how to make your move look good, okay? So, if you're at a club, you're doing one of this, that's cool, but if you're doing one of this, and if I see you, if you want to help, then I'll say, yeah, you gotta bring your neck back. Train your neck, boom, boom. Then you can get that, right? So then if you have the bounce, watch this. If I'm just bouncing like this, and I'm adding the neck, you see the difference right here? Here. Versus if I'm just doing this. So this would be one level. This would be one level plus the second level plus the third level. Okay? So when you get to these higher, if you see like great dancers, they mix in so many different little things. But if you don't know all the different elements and how to add them, and if they just tell you, hey, you gotta feel the music, you're gonna get lost. And that's how I see a lot of beginners lose interest, because in their mind they're just like, well, if I can't do it, I must not feel the music, so therefore I suck at dancing, then I can't do dance. That's not true. You don't suck at dancing. The only people that suck are the people that quit. If you never quit, you will always get better, okay? And my goal is to tell anybody and everybody, doesn't matter where you're from, how old you are, how rich and poor you are working on your own body, on yourself. You can get better. You can use dance. You can make this, you can make it a career if you want, okay? If you want. But the main thing, the reason why I love it so much is that science has already proven this is a skill that can enrich your life and even prolong your life. Go do some search on how to lengthen your life, how to enrich your life, and dancing is definitely one of them. All right. Okay. I got some quick comments right there. Adi, you said the neck gets involved in your entire body. Be cool, confident. Be cool and confident. Definitely. And here's another thing too, right? A lot of dance instructors will tell their students, you just gotta be confident. How easy is that? If you are already either intermediate dancer or an advanced dancer, right? In front of beginners,